Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at the University of South Alabama, and the reason for that is because we're going to have a few tournaments coming up on this course with Tomahawk Dies. They're doing a fundraiser event coming up very soon, and they also have a bigger event in the fall that will utilize this course. And there has been some changes to this course since the last time I filmed the video here. For one, we have some blue tees on a few holes, so we're going to show those off. We got some new OBs, and we have a new temp hole, so we're going to show off some cool new stuff. And I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to have Mac here with me. I figured he was the perfect person to bring into a video like this. A, because he's a South Alabama club member for the disc golf team, a captain, and he also created some of these travesties on the course. So everyone wants to point the fingers. The guy's right here. So you get to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
And I get to hopefully redeem myself from Fairhope.
I mean, you did beat me, but
well, is that really much of an
you mean the actual tournament afterwards? Well, we both need redemption from that, if we're honest.
Exactly.
So anyway, I'm going to play the white tees today. We'll also show what the red tees look like, and then I'm going to have him play the blue tees on, I think there's like, what, 5 or 6 of them throughout the course?
Yeah, there's 4. I think.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to show them all off. We might have some other guest appearances as well, so stick around. All right, so I'm going to play from the white tee. This hasn't changed at all. It's the same shot. The red tee, just for reference, for those of you who might be playing red tees, it is about 80 feet off the front of this tee pad and just to the left. So it just makes the water carry a little bit less scary and just makes the distance a little bit shorter to make it a bit easier for some of our amateur players. So I'm going to throw 2 discs off the tee here and to see if I can do anything good. Usually I'm not one to get to the basket on this hole, so just trying to stay out the woods and make sure I get a par. Yeah, that's about the best I can do. I'll just leave that alone.
Good shot.
No more throws. We'll leave that one.
All right, blue tee makes the water carry a little bit more. It's 440 to the pin. Really just stay in the fairway, stay out of the left and right stuff, and you'll be good. I'm gonna throw a nuke, just try and get it up there.
Yeah, so this is probably like what, like 100 and something feet behind the white tee, maybe?
Yeah, about so.
Yeah, okay.
In the fairway, all you can really ask for.
Nice. Dylan's gonna show us a little lefty line. Shout out to Dylan Weaver. Probably one of the baddest lefties we've got in the area. And by bad, I mean like in the cool way of saying bad, like when you're actually good. Sometimes.
Sometimes depends on the day.
Especially against forehand, but he's not gonna show that here.
Flippy boy.
That's a flippy for a rive.
Bro.
All right, so these next few holes are basically exactly the same, so we're not really going to talk too much. We're just going to kind of throw some throws, almost like B-roll, as we don't really get into some changes until we get the hole 5. So we're just going to play them for fun, though. I'll do the forehand line. I assume Mac will probably play like a turnover backhand, so you get to kind of see both options there.
Great
All
shot.
right, cool, not bad.
That's not forehand looking nice.
Oh, yeah. You know what? AJ, get on up there, man. We'll get him in the video, too.
Yeah.
From Fisher Disc Golf, I'll even give you the free sponsor shout out, AJ Grogan.
Don't do him dirty.
No, he did him dirty.
Yeah.
Fisher, if you want to talk to me about a replacement opportunity, just hit me up.
There you go.
There you go.
It's freaking perfect.
Nice one, Mac.
Just gonna start doing that.
Do it. Hey, you want redemption, AJ? I'll get. All right, come on. This is your one chance. This is your web redemption. You get one chance. Okay, that's better. Improvement. Still in the bushes, though, of course. We'll give him redemption again later, maybe.
So straight. I think it flies good though.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh, what's that?
That was a meteor, like a TI meteor. It's a little straighter than some of the other ones. The pure lives up to its name. Great shot.
That's still up there.
Go ahead. Here comes the lefty forehand in action.
So irritating.
Here's his first redemption, second redemption opportunity. Oh, he's done it.
There you go.
There it is. There he is. That's what earned him. That's what earned it to him. Nice shot. Look at the tip of the hat and everything. Look at it. Nice backhand. Get in. That was a damn good. That is hard.
Sir,
Oh.
work it. Oh yeah, keep going. Dang, that thing's just tied. What was it?
I was a sergeant. A little beat up. Or actually, really beat up. I still feel confident on the backhands on like this tunnel. I can throw one, but I'm more consistent with that.
It's a good plan. It was just a little tap up. Died.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
What a flip up and late turn. Nice shot.
Thanks. So good. All right, I'll screw it up, AJ.
He did not.
And he doesn't. Should be up there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a staple.
Hole 5, blue tee. I think it's about 420 feet. It's about 370 to that last oak, and the pin is about 50 feet down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to throw a fairway driver, let it skip in. I'm throwing one. You might need to throw a distance driver. So whenever you're comfortable getting back in bounds later on.
And how far back do you think this is from the white tee? Probably like 150 to 200?
A solid 180.
Yeah, I figured that's sort of a... You can actually see the white tee from here. It's that sign right up there as this golf cart passes through.
I'm just going to throw it flat. Try and get it down there. This is a curve. That's perfect.
That is a fantastic textbook shot. All right, so I'm gonna play from the white tee. It's the exact same thing. You're basically playing roulette and just trying to bounce something down the hill. Also, the white tee is the drop zone for the blue tee if you want it to be. Essentially, if you go OB off the blue tee, you can either take it where it was last in bounds, or if it never came in bounds, you can just proceed to this drop zone, which is the white tee. So you kind of get an option. If you went out like way down there, you can take it from there if you want to. So it gives you some options.
Dang.
All right, hole 6, about 225. There is an island marked out here, so you can see those white flags. They extend down to the water, so the water line also plays as the OB line. If you go OB off the tee, you immediately proceed to the drop zone, which is about 45 feet behind the pin. Looking back at it, kind of a death putt.
We'll show it. We'll actually do it just for funsies.
Yeah, so definitely want to hit the island at all costs.
Yes. Luckily, it's kind of a calm day today. That's a beaut.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. Okay. Mr. Weaver.
Dang, that thing's super overstable.
That may have done it. Here we go.
Settle.
All right, so this is actually the second red tee that we have. We had a red tee on hole 1. We kind of showed that one to you. The other holes didn't have one, so this is our next red tee. And this one kind of sets up just a shorter water carry. Very friendly for the forehand for a right-handed player. Maybe a backhand turnover if you're not comfortable with it.
I want to say it's about 175.
Yeah, it's pretty mild. Lefty backhand obviously would go good here too. Maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. All right, so now we're showing some different angles of what the death putt looks like from the drop zone.
Good to go.
as you can see from behind, from our point of view, see all that water, start to get a little bit concerned.
Do it. Oh, good bid.
All right, so now we're on hole 7.
Yep.
White tee exactly the same.
Same old, same old. Just put it in the middle.
That is pristine. Doesn't get better than that unless you throw a roller, pretty much. It's probably one of the best I've seen him do. Not that he doesn't normally do well, but that was a good one.
No, that was better than
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Oh, my God. Dylan with the cannon. Matt going to show you another more risky backhand play that a lot of people will maybe give a shot depending on where they're at on the scoreboard.
try this roller. That's good.
That is the aggressive play, and it'll pay off.
Yeah, that's great.
Another thing you'll see right-hand players do is to flex forehand on this one, so I'll mention that as well. All right, so this is the red tee for hole 7. It's about 275 to the basket, still plays as a par 3. You kind of get two options, and you can either take this right lane or the left lane, just whatever you're comfortable with, depending on what hand you throw with and whether you like the forehand or backhand more. So I kind of like that you get your options on this.
Thanks, Kip.
Oh, yeah. Nice shot.
Perfect.
Hole 8, par 4. These are the blue tees. It's about 620 to the pin and about 350 to cross where that light pole is. The right side is in bounds if you need a bailout zone, as well as the left side. Really, you just want to stay in bounds however you can. Stay out of these woods on the left.
Yeah. Also, that is the white tee up there to the left, so we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I thought it's Emperor. Try and get the pan. I'm going to go for it.
If it holds, it does. Pole? Nope. Nice shot.
That's great. Oh.
Oh. All right, so now we're on the white tee. This is significantly less distance than the blue tee, but still a pretty scary cross if you're trying to go for it. But I think it's like just about 300 feet to that pole. But we'll see if I can get there or not. I think in a tournament, I would probably just lay up to the right, but I'll try it for this video. See what happens. Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's
Yep. All right, so the big thing about this hole that makes it very difficult from either blue or white tee, and why you might want to lay up, is wind. And you can't really feel it because we have this big building over here that kind of blocks it. And so sometimes you can't really get a read on how windy it is up there across that road. It's a very dangerous river OB with this road, so a lot of people, if they're feeling like it's not going to make it, will lay up to this right-hand side. Either with maybe some type of backhand, if you're a right-handed player, like over the roof or something, or really what's easier for right-handed players is just a forehand or a lefty backhand, just to get somewhere up there to try to set yourself up for success, to at least stay in bounds, you know, play for par or just whatever it is. So I'll give that a shot, just to kind of show you what that looks like. Yep. Wasn't the greatest example, probably need to push a little bit more forward than that, but you kind of get my point. Just laying up over there is a really good play sometimes. All right, so now this is the red tee. I know we're going through a lot of stuff on this one, but this is the red tee. What I like about this red tee is it makes you play the culture of the hole, if that's like the right expression. Like the theory of the hole is still intact, but it's just a little bit easier. You have a shorter cross to get to the other side of the fairway, and but you still have to play that dangerous fairway if you want to try to get over there and make something happen.
Yep.
Perfect.
So just to give you an idea, if you do decide to lay up in this area, there are a couple little trees you have to contend with, but it essentially puts you kind of in this zone I'm standing in. It still gives you a look at the basket if you want to play something safer. In theory, if you have a really good arm, you probably still could birdie it from here, but it probably is about a little over 350 feet to the basket, depending on where you land at on this bailout zone. So you're likely going to be playing from par from here, but there is still a chance to attack it depending on your arm speed. So I just wanted to kind of show what this bailout zone looks like. All right, so now we're on hole number 9. We got Mac up front. There is so many possibilities on this hole on how you can play it. So we're going to try to show a lot of them. And Mac, maybe tell us about the distance and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so it's about 350 to the pin. Like I said, lots of options. You got this outside route for a lefty backhand, a righty turnover, or righty forehand. And you've got this inside route, or you can go over the trees with a righty backhand or a lefty forehand. Really whatever is comfortable for you to get it there. I'm gonna try a big turnover with a Comet. See if I can get it under the pin.
That was pretty good.
It's left it a little straight, but.
All right, I'll try the righty forehand. Don't quite have the forehand distance to get there. It was a good line. It's accurate. So
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean, that's good. All right, Dylan's gonna show you the lefty backhand. Keep coming right. Yep, and he got the skip. Really.
All right, AJ is going to show us the inside line. Yeah, you did. Nice
There
shot.
you go. A little bit left, but good.
All right, you want to show us the roller?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a.
Weirder line, but
Is it real? I guess it's still technically a line. It's just not in the air.
it's not there.
This for made to roll. I'm pretty sure I lost that. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see. All right, gonna hit you another red tee on this hole. Again, kind of opens you up to have to throw some of the similar lines you would from the white tee, which is nice. So you either can go inside again with some type of backhand, that's what your comfort zone is, or you can, again, still play this left outside with the backhand turnover, forehand, lefty backhand, whatever the case may be. You get it. I've actually never played this before, so this will be fun. Oh, I slipped so hard, but it's still good.
But it's
Might be a
perfect.
foot back, though.
Go in.
Woo! Oh, I hit it.
Almost. Let's go.
Dang.
Hole 10, par 4, same hole as usual. Probably one of the hardest holes out here, if not the hardest. So just try and keep it in the fairway. Do what you can.
Get out the way. Move right. Thank you. These noobs with filming, man, you gotta tell them sometimes. That was a good shot, though. That is like literally picture perfect. Dylan's gonna give it a shot with the forehand. Let's watch that. I believe in you.
There we go.
Yeah.
There he is.
Perfect.
All right, so now we're at the red tee. Still places a par 4. We don't have to deal with the initial gap. Still have to stay in this fairway, though. If you go too far left, you're in the parking lot OB. If you go into the right too much, you're in jail, you're pitching out, and you're losing a stroke. So still a difficult shot, still a good distance as well to hit, but just takes that initial gap, initial fear out of it. Also haven't played this one yet, so this will be fun for me. Probably too much fade. Definitely want something that flies a little straighter than that. So I actually did throw like one of my best shots on this hole off the tee. We didn't film it though. So now we're gonna try to do something from it. See if I can get a birdie.
hole 11, same hole as usual. Middle gap, outside gap. I'm going up the middle with the putter. Gonna try and stick it
Stick it where?
under the pin.
Okay. Why not in it?
I mean, that's a bonus.
Okay.
Too much stability.
I'll show you how to stick it over the pan.
Okay.
Not bad over the pin.
Dylan Weaver. Now you realize because you said that, no matter what happens, it stays in. The video, that is. Just letting you know.
Oh.
I wish you would have aced because that would have been like just the perfect thing.
Again, hole 12, par 3, same hole as usual. You want to go either up the middle, or there is a giant hyzer gap. You really just want to push straight about 300 feet and let it fade to that 325, which is how far it is.
A little too much turn out the hand.
Yeah, no Yankee.
I'm gonna go a little bit more conservative with the mid-range. Normally I would throw a fairway here if I was really trying to attack it, but try to throw something smooth. It's a par.
Yeah. Dylan showing you the lefty forehand up the middle.
Oh yeah.
Get a skip going. Oh, giant flare
Height
skip.
flare.
Wow.
All right, now AJ's up. And I'll try like the big spike hyzer. I just can't throw that far.
I'll try it as well. All right, AJ.
Good. That's too much turn.
Get
But it still got
lucky.
around.
That was wise good though.
Nice shot.
Oh, yeah. He got through that
Those
tree
right
line.
lines more turn than you probably wanted, but you still got up there.
Yeah, I'll try the big spot.
All right, so Mac's gonna show us the spike hyzer line way up high. And honestly, this is the line I see a lot of the like bigger pros really prefer. Like I feel like when I watch Cam play and a few others, this is the one they almost always take.
Cam throws that shot every time.
Yeah. You hit the gap. Maybe a little.
Need it to be higher.
They
Yeah.
need to be creative and the left side gap.
Okay.
I don't recommend this. Unless you're just extremely lucky like that.
Oh! All right, so now we're going to show you a temp hole that's going to be added for at least tournament play and perhaps will become a permanent fixture. This is the hole 12 basket. We're now turning around as if we were going to take the long walk towards 13, and we're going to show you what this new temp hole is going to be. I've never seen it before. Many people probably haven't, I would imagine, other than maybe Mac and a few.
There's only a few people. Dylan's seen it before. And really the reason I put this in is there's a few reasons actually. One is because this is a long walk. I'm not unaware of the fact that it's a long walk. So it helps with that transition, and it also is going to allow more spots into a tournament. And I think it's just a fun little par 3.
Okay.
So it's got a really cool green. I'm excited to show you guys. I think it'll be a good hole, good addition to the course.
Everyone's sorry for giving you motion sickness because I don't have a gimbal, so just deal with it. Close your eyes right now, and I'll let you know you can open them back up. But I did want to show how to get to it in case people wanted to try it out. Obviously, the basket won't always be here, except for tournament day. But if you want to come out here and just throw it, just to kind of get a feel for it, this is just me trying to show you how to get to it and all that good stuff. So keep your eyes closed. Motion sickness is still in effect.
Yeah, if you want, you can walk up the sidewalk and just walk on this flatter area so you're not going to find on stuff. If you've got a card or something.
Okay, tell me what's up.
So here's a hole about 300 feet. You can see the basket straight through there.
Oh yeah.
You've got this hyzer gap on the right side, or you can go over the parking lot here. Parking lot is going to be OB, and off of that like retention wall where the sidewalk is also going to be OB. So there's like a little peninsula of land that's going to be in bounds.
And where's the tee area?
Right here, and there's also going to be a red tee somewhere up in that area. I'll show you.
This looks like a scary hole with all the OB. I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time seeing it, guys, so I'm just kind of natural reaction. Definitely looks scary with the 2 OBs it has.
Yeah. So
Definitely a tough hole.
I'm gonna take a overstable fairway, just turn it flat to this gap and let it come back in.
Mm-hmm. It's that one little like Christmas tree thing that's in the middle of the gap is what kind of makes it tough, I feel like. You got just to the right of it. It's like a good shot. Yep. Yes, sir. All right, so now you get to feel me playing it for the first time, having no idea what I'm doing. Oh, man. See, I think the gap you hit is a great gap. I just think that little tree that's in the middle, like, was it like maybe 50, 60 feet forward of the gap?
Yeah.
I'm scared I'm going to hit that. Like,
yeah.
I'll take a backhand up it.
I mean, the only reason I threw is because it's a comfortable shot for me, but.
Yeah. So I think for me, my game tells me throw forehand over the parking lot as a right-handed player. But that little rock wall, like, I feel like if I don't get the height right, I'm going to be in some trouble out of it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He gets a skip.
Oh,
And he gets
God,
a
I'm
skip
so
over
lucky.
the rock wall.
Oh, so lucky.
Yeah, so like I said, that's the danger. It almost
Ever left
plays.
of that rock wall? Is that still OB as well? Because it's technically parking lot.
Say that again.
Like if I was on the left side of those little rocks, that'd be OB because that's part of the parking lot, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
So, will there be like some kind of painted line, I would imagine?
yeah. The OB line will probably be on the outside left of the rocks.
Okay, so if you land in the rocks, it might still be in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, if you try to come play this hole, that basket will not be there. That's
Yeah.
Mac's basket that we're just kind of using to show you the hole.
Yeah, so that'll be a tournament day edition. Maybe a couple of days before. We'll see.
So this is what Mac is thinking is going to be the red tee position for this hole. It's not finalized, but this is kind of what we're experimenting with. Just it's a little bit forward off of the white tee down to the right on flatter ground. It really opens up more of a spike hyzer backhand for right-handed players or forehand for left-handed players. Still can go the outside left if you want to, but it's way more scary from here. So yeah, I'm just going to throw it for some fun. See what happens.
Dustin taking more of a spike hyzer
I think I need
approach.
more outside than that.
Ends up pretty good.
It's not bad, but I think more outside would be better.
Yep, I think
Try it out? All right.
AJ's gonna throw one as well.
That's a good line. It gets through.
Yeah, low overstable putter.
Good line though.
There you go.
So I'm just going to kind of show you the green of this hole a little bit since this is a new hole that no one's really seen before. You can see there's a lot of little guardian trees that can definitely give you some obstacles to putt around or maybe even catch a disc and kind of cut you short. So you definitely have to mind your gaps.
Yeah, and this the green area with all these little branches and stuff, like right here, this will be cleaned up by the time tournament comes around. There's also this little area of rocks back here. I haven't decided if it is or not, but it may be like an OB or a hazard area. Either way, you don't want to go in there.
Sure.
So just be careful of that. But it could also cost you a stroke if you go in there.
Yeah.
Check your OB sheets.
And this is nice too because the basket's right here for this temp hole, and then if you look right over there, boom, that's the tee for 13. It really creates more continuity on the course, makes the long walk a little bit more bearable because you get to play a hole. You know, you're not just walking for no reason. And so I think this is a great addition to the course, and yeah, look out for it.
All right, hole 13, same as usual. Hole that's caused a little bit of controversy. You got an OB right on this road the whole way down. You've got a Mando to the left of this second light pole here so that you can't throw the big spike over the road. You want to stay out of these trees down here. You really just want to stay in this fairway if at all possible. The ideal play is somewhere on top of this hill so you can throw the hyzer over the road for your second shot. So I'm down the hill. I'll have a hyzer up and over. It's gonna be a little bit tougher shot than if I was up on the hill more, but that's fine.
AJ's playing a nice little
perfect.
backhand flex. Perfect placement. Yep. Great shot. I also would not be surprised if a par actually played a little bit better than the field in most divisions.
Cool.
All right, y'all, here's the red tee. I'm gonna show you right there, the yield sign.
That's where the tee pad is that we were just at.
And this light pole right here is the mandatory. Also important to note that if you miss the mandatory, your drop zone is going to be this red tee. Dustin's going to show it to you now.
This is a red tee. This is also another par 4. I think this is only the second par 4 we've played so far. No, third.
Third.
There's 10. So yeah, this one, as a right-handed player, I can either play something kind of safe forehand, just try to use that up hillside to like catch my disc and drop it. That's the more conservative play. The more aggressive play is I'm already past the mandatory, so you could play over the road, try to spike something. But again, if you hyzer out too much and you don't get around that corner, you're going to be in the woods just past where Dylan is, and you're going to have a really tough approach to the basket. So it's really just kind of risk-reward situation depending on the wind and what you want to do.
And that's the conservative
To the
play.
hillside, hopefully kind of sticks up there, and then just gives me a backhand approach to the basket.
Yep.
All right, hole 14 is the last blue tee of the course. About 370 to the pin, probably about 340 to cross. To be safe. All the water is OB, road's also OB. You look back there, that's the basket area for 13. So you're just gonna walk right up to here. Just gonna try and make it across. You really just want to be safe on anything. Road long is also OB.
I already tell you, today is not windy, but when it is, it's scary. Nice.
Yeah, it's probably just outside the circle.
All right. Well, lefty backhand here for Dylan. I think I'll try the righty forehand after he's done, just to see if I can do it. Okay, lost that in the sun.
Looks really good.
I don't know how much of that I caught, but hopefully some of it. Here you go.
Good.
All right, so this is the YT. Pretty much the same thing as it always has been. So you can either play a backhand more towards the right and just try to make sure you don't fade left into the water, or you can play the forehand over the water, which is risky depending on the wind, but that's what I'm gonna do.
Let's fade back.
It's safe.
Should be
but
safe.
safe and pin high, but that's like a blind approach.
Dylan's going to throw a PA2. Yep, a little long, but not too much. Dylan's got this whole dialed in.
All right, and this is the last tee. This is the red tee. About 200 feet. Really kind of takes the water out of play, though. If you mess up, you can still go down there. Dylan's gonna show you how to.
Dylan just wants to ace, so he's just trying to play every tee every time he can. He doesn't have enough of them.
Pretty much. This one goes well. You can choose this one. All right, I'm gonna try this forehand.
There you go. Go in? Oh. I've never aced, so I'm gonna try.
Okay. Gonna give it a go.
I've hit some baskets. I hit a basket earlier today in the video, but no way.
Yeah. Today could be the day.
Could be.
Beautiful backdrop to do it.
That might do it.
It's got a spike.
Deep and too right.
Nope, just parked.
Hole 15, par 4. There's a white and a red tee. Same as always. OB left on the road. We got this hill slope going down to the road, so you really don't want anything to cut. The play is a big righty forehand or lefty backhand. I'm gonna throw a
Neither of those things.
yeah, I'm gonna throw a righty backhand because I'm not comfortable with either of those. Just keep it in the middle. I might show you all the roller play as well.
Safe.
Yeah, safe. Really can't ask for much more.
Time for our lefty sample size. I think he likes that. I would love that.
That's a safer play. You can get really aggressive and go out over the road, but that's the same shot shape you're looking for with a righty forehand as well. I think AJ's probably going to show you a less aggressive righty forehand.
Just before that, Dylan's this just rode all the way down to the road.
Yeah,
that was dirty.
Nice. That's something you got to watch out for.
That's a good one. There you go. All right, so here's the red tee. It's just a little bit forward of the white tee, maybe 100 feet. And it's basically the exact same shot, same exact tunnel, same exact options. Nothing really changes except for the distance, so just figured we'd show you that.
Hole 16, par 4, or par 3, sorry. Hole 16, par
Should
3.
be.
No. 400 feet, that's what I meant. OB left road still. You want to just get something in bounds. You can either play the righty forehand, lefty backhand. I'm gonna play a righty backhand up the middle, try and flex it down there. Maybe get a 2, hopefully just a 3. Threw it 2 inside, but should be in bounds still.
All right, Dylan's gonna show us the left-handed way. Good stop.
Good stop, good stop.
Good stop. Everyone always says good stop. Well, is it always a good stop though? I guess so.
That's good inside line.
Yeah, it's gonna be up there for sure.
Okay.
So this is gonna be the red tee for hole
16.
16. I think it's the last red tee, isn't it?
Yep.
Cool. So basically, you kind of get the same choices. Is that you don't have to hit the gap. You can either play a forehand left of the road, or you can play a backhand through this little tunnel here on the right-hand side. Just depends on what your preference is. Maybe a little inside. That's all right. A little
Pretty
shorter than I
good.
want it to be, but it'll work.
I'm gonna try and show you guys the backhand real quick.
That works.
Hole 17. Hole 17, last hole with the real change. About 275. You've got this OB line on the ridge the whole way down. And you've also got an OB line about 15 feet behind the basket. But really, you just want to make sure your distance management is on. There's also an OB road up to the right. It's a little harder to reach there, but it is in play. Like I said, really just want to keep your distance correct. You can see I bailed it out to the right too early, too much of a safe play.
That looks beautiful. As long as it doesn't fade too much.
Stop. You got a good step.
So there you go. You can see the OB behind the basket. It's like a little cement kind of thing that plays behind. There's a little white flags behind that, just so you know that you got to make sure you don't go deep.
Hole 18, normal as usual. At the up the middle gap, you got a forehand gap or a lefty backhand. And you got this tight little righty backhand gap, which is what I'm going to take. Really just want to get a skip up to the pin.
I like how every hole you always introduce like the 2 most common and most useful gaps to play, and then you never take either of those, and then you do something else.
It just works.
It's been every hole.
Now they say I'm going to hit this pin.
Can't wait. Staying in now no matter what. Nope, he's done it. He's in the way, but he's done it. You can see the nice little skip there, and that's exactly what he wanted. Love to see it. Hard.
See what works for you.
I'm just gonna get close right up the middle with a rock. That's not playing with them.
That's not a rock. That's a rock right there. Anyway, go ahead.
Or a C rock.
That's a disc.
Miss the tree. Don't hit the guy.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
Oh, that looks good. Get the skip. He does. Nice. It'll be about 20 feet.
All right, folks, thanks for checking out the video over here at Dustin Disc as we tried to show you the new layout for South Alabama. Shout out to Mac, Dylan, and AJ for helping me out, showing some good shots when I wasn't able to do them myself, and showing off the blue tees, which I don't play. And I'm going to put all their socials down below. So all their Instagrams, YouTube, all that good stuff. We're going to go ahead and put that down below. Then I'll give y'all some final words. Any shout outs you want to give or anything like that?
No, just enjoy the tournament if you come out and play, and thanks for watching.
Dylan?
Yeah, same as well. You know, they're putting a lot of work into this tournament, so if you can, be sure to come out here and play it. And the main goal is just enjoy yourself.
AJ, final words?
Yeah, so the event is the 22nd, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So everybody come out, show some support. Also shout out Fisher Disc Golf. Sorry. Use code 58985
for a 10% discount. That's my personal code. And yeah, appreciate Dustin letting me come out and show y'all the course a little bit with these fine gentlemen.
Shout out to Another on Disc Golf. I don't have a personal code I'm gonna give you. Free advertisement.
Shout out to none of the sponsors that I have right now, but hopefully maybe someday.
Hey,
I'll get
shout
one
out
of
to
those.
Dustin for
Yeah,
making good
yeah,
videos.
there we go.
Yeah.
All right, and
We
being a menace
appreciate
in my
you,
local
Dustin.
community. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.